All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you to tonight's Development Review Commission for January 22nd, 2019. Oh, now we're big timing it. Okay, on stage. All right, so our preamble. The Development Review Commission is created to hold public meetings and hearings to provide analysis and recommendations to the City Council regarding general land use policies and applications where the Commission has recommendatory power, and to render final decisions on specified applications where the Commission has final decision-making power, including but not limited to all aspects of a proposed and future development. Excuse me. The Development Review Commission recognizes that the creation of a desirable environment throughout the city for residents, business, and industry is a prime requisite for the interdependence of land values, aesthetics, and good site planning. By promoting harmonious, safe, attractive, and compatible development that is therefore considered to be in the best interest of public health, safety, and general welfare. One additional note, any person aggrieved by a final decision of the Development Review Commission may file an appeal to the City Council within 14 calendar days after the Development Review Commission has rendered its decision. So if you don't like what we do, you can always appeal it. So let's talk about who is here tonight. On my left, we have Commissioner Andrew Johnson, Commissioner Philip Amorosi, Commissioner Scott Sumners. I am Chairman David Lyon. To my right is Vice Chair Michael DiDomenico, Commissioner Don Casano, and Commissioner Tom Brown. From city staff, we have with us Suparna Dasgupta, Obina Kingsby, Christopher Ray, and in our audience we have with us Ryan Levake and Chad Weaver. Folks, we have two cases tonight, both of which we have chosen to put on the consent agenda. That means we propose to approve them without hearing any further comment. But if you wish to have these cases heard and make comments yourself, we can remove any such case and hear them fully. So the two cases tonight, Baseline Retail and Bill Luke Tempe. Is there anyone from our public that would like to hear either of these cases? You would? Okay, which one? Okay. All right, so we will leave Bill Luke Tempe on our consent agenda, seeing no hands on that one. Right. Now, if you'd like to make comment, we have some white cards at the back of the room. If you fill one out and provide it to staff, we can keep track of who we're going to invite to speak and so on. Thank you. All right. So our first order of business is consideration of meeting minutes from our December 11th meeting. We have reviewed them and found one change that might be made, which staff is aware of. A note about how we were shorthanded that night, and announcement was made to that effect. I would like to hear a motion regarding the approval of these minutes, please.
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of the minutes for the study session and regular meeting with the changes noted that you just noted for the December 11th, 2018 meeting.
Okay, do I hear a second, please?
Second.
Okay, so motion by Vice Chair DiDomenico and seconded, I will say, by Commissioner Amorosi. All those in favor by show of hands, please. Opposed, if any? And those in abstention? All right, so the motion passes 5-0 with Commissioner Johnson and Chairman Lyon abstaining due to absenteeism. So now on to our consent agenda. We have the one item, which is our Bill Luke project, Bill Luke Tempe. Can I hear a motion regarding our consent agenda, please?
Move approval of the consent agenda.
Second? Second. Okay, so motion to approve consent agenda from Vice Chair DiDomenico and seconded by Commissioner Sumners. All those by in favor by show of hands, please. And the motion passes 7-0. So if you're here for Bill Luke, thank you for coming. You're all set. So now let's move on to Baseline Retail. Obina.
Good evening, Commission. Obina Kingsby, Planner 2, City of Tempe. Baseline Retail is requesting to combine 5 existing parcels on the southwest corner of Baseline I-10 Freeway. Like I say, it's a total of 5 parcels now. One is actually a part of an existing subdivision, and the others are all currently unsubdivided. There is one building on the property right now which is a restaurant. There's also some parking along with that use. Like I say, once again, the applicant is looking to provide, or is requesting a preliminary subdivision plat. Staff is recommending approval of the plat. The plat will meet all the zoning development code requirements. They'll also meet the approval criteria for a subdivision plat. With that, I can answer any questions you may have regarding the project.
Okay, questions for Mr. Kingsby. Vice Chair DiDomenico.
Is it your understanding that that the property owner has no immediate plans for any change in use of the property or the existing restaurant building?
To my knowledge, that's correct.
Thank you.
Okay, other questions? Thank you. So we'd now like to invite our applicant, if Mike Russo or some other representative is here, come up and tell us what you'd like us to know about your project. We've had a chance to review what's in the packet, so you don't need to go into full detail if you don't wish.
Okay, Mike Russo from Cohen Van Loo, and we've worked between the Arizona Grand and Grossman Properties for a little over 30 years in history. They did acquire what was originally Lot 1, which is the far eastern of the 5 properties. They did acquire that in 2015. They had put in, originally they were trying to put in a wall and some landscaping, etc. And it was deemed that they needed to combine the parcels that needed to be more than 5 acres to put in a wall of 8 foot in height. So now that has led us, they got a conditional approval to construct the wall and do the landscaping improvements, and we put in the, once we turned in our preliminary plan. So that's where we sit today, trying to get approval.
Okay, short and sweet. Any questions for Mr. Russo? Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so now we come to our public comment section. Do we have a card? Is there anyone who wishes to make comment? Okay, we're all very shy tonight. Okay, then we will close the public comment section. And there's nothing to respond to, so if there's anything else you want to add, you can. Okay, so we'll close all those sections and go to commissioner discussion. Commissioners, what do you think?
I'd like to move approval of baseline retail PL 180270. Second.
All right, before we go to that, just to make sure, is there anyone that wants to say anything on the case since we've now heard it? All right, so we have a motion to approve from Vice Chair DiDomenico and seconded by Commissioner Amorosi. All those in favor by show of hands, please. And that is 7-0 in the affirmative. All right, so that's our agenda tonight, folks. Thank you very much. We'll ask Ms. Dasgupta if she wants to tell us of any upcoming applications.
Chairman Lyon and commission members, so we'll make up for tonight's quick meeting by next time's February 12th meeting. We have so far a development plan review for 66,900 square foot building addition to University Business Center at 624 South River Drive. A request for a development plan review for 28,560 square foot of parking garage for Metapack Garage at 8120 South Kyrene. We also have a request for a use permit for a security grate in front of in the front yard setback for Villas of 7th, an existing multifamily development. We have a request for a use permit and a development plan review for 498 square foot new building and a remodel and an addition, actually, sorry, of Grooming Humans Hair Studio at 2308 South Rural Road. We have a request for a use permit for a 50-foot high wireless communication facility and without any landscaping for ADOT University. It's a property owned by ADOT, and it's located on 2245 East University Drive. And we also have a general plan amendment, rezoning, and a PAD with DPR for Camden Hayden 2, which is at 600 East Curry Road, and that's the second phase of the existing Camden Hayden that you know of, so they're finishing off the rest of the second phase of it. And there may be one more agenda item, so we are finalizing it. It will be finalized tomorrow, and you'll get an email with the finalized agenda.
Mr. Brown?
One quick question. You mentioned one was a wireless communication tower, cell tower, I assume, but you said no landscaping? Does it have some hokey palm tree disguise?
Yeah, it's a.
Or some elegant palm tree disguise?
It's a ADOT property, and I guess staff has met with ADOT, and at this point, they don't want to do the landscaping part.
Is this a commercial tower or an ADOT special?
There's a portion of it they're keeping, and the other portion they're selling off for private development.
You mean ADOT can build a tower and then rent space to Verizon or something? I didn't know that. Are there standards for aesthetic improvements of cell towers that are already part of our expectation with Tempe community development?
With government to government, there's a little bit of a challenge than a regular private development.
Really, why is that?
In terms of what code requirements they will have to meet or not.
Well, our government's required to comply with code, I'm sure, right?
I'm sorry?
Are not governments required to comply with codes and ordinances? I mean, I'm just asking if there's any standards and whether we're just going to see another tower and
We have a very unique situation in Tempe where most government entities, including the city of Tempe, comes to the DRC and DRC for a development plan review and complies, but where I've worked in other places, they may not have to. So it's a thin thin line.
Okay.
If I may just interject here, I think
Yeah. I think if we want to put a finer point on it than that, maybe we can do that after the meeting. I think we've covered the announcement pretty well. So folks, sorry to give you such a short meeting tonight. Sounds like the next one is the one you want if you want some more action. And we are adjourned. Thank you.